a photo around. That's the
It's not really, no.
that
No, I don't
I've
think so.
seen in a long time. It was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, we'll chuck it up on our Facebook page after the show. But Curtly Beale in Budgie Smugglers with a beer next to the Prince of Wales, Prince William.
He looks a bit awkward.
Biggest smile on his face. Curtly Beale doesn't. Curtly Beale, he's comfortable as it is.
He could
Have a
not
look
care.
at the rig he's carting around, mate. He could.
Oh, it was, and what's even better is that it was a sensational game that he just played. So he scored the match winner against Wales. Came up with a one-on-one strip, so the Wallabies basically hadn't had the ball for 20 minutes in the game against Wales in the second half. Wales were piling on the pressure. Came up with a strip, stripped the ball, ran 50 metres, sprinted away, and basically wrapped up the game for the Wallabies. So he'd had a massive part in the Wallabies winning the game, and then takes that photo with a Royal.
Yeah, that's one that won't go away anytime soon. I can actually see that becoming a meme very soon, so I can see some Photoshop happening with that one.
Yeah. Could be a bit awkward if it was with Kate, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I reckon Will probably opted to go for the photo because he probably did ask for Kate to start with. He's gone, just get one with me. All right, then we'll leave Kate over there.
I read a story actually about the Royals' relationship with rugby union, and there's this cranky old French bloke, and he sat the whole game with Princess Diana back in the day, and after the game the players were, they all thought Princess Diana was a bit of a sort, and they sort of went up to him and said, "Oh, how'd you go with Princess Diana? How'd you go?" And he said, "She knows bugger all about rugby." That's not what we're talking about.
Fair enough. We'll move on to Subiaco Oval. We say farewell this weekend with the last game of, football.
Sport.
Yeah, the international rules will play out their last game, Australia versus Ireland on Sunday at Subiaco Oval, and a bit sad really.
I remember very fondly going to Subiaco Oval to watch Swan Districts play Subiaco many times. So
we went
that was the
to
old
the
diesel,
Subi versus.
Oh, we went seen Subiaco Swans.
Yeah,
and
to the grand final.
I went the year after. Oh yeah, when Subi Swans again when they won 2010. So also went to a few Eagles games. Went and seen Swan Dish. Essendon also get pumped there a few times as well, and win.
I went to a great one with Freo and versus Brisbane, and I was sitting front row and got to watch the Scott twins punch on with Jeff Farmer pretty much from you to me away. It was fantastic. It was like the greatest moment of my life to watch. Yeah. You're watching two of the most probably dangerous brothers to play against in football versus Jeff Farmer, and he was holding his own. It was a really good fight. Yeah. I think Medhurst kicked a lazy 9 in that game as well. Yeah. But no, very, very sad day really. Like when you think about, yes, we've got this new exciting stadium, but but
you're not going to go through. You're not going to go down the. Apparently, they are going to keep the whole memorabilia thing going, where the all of the rooms and all the memorabilia throughout the grounds. It is an outdated stadium. There is no two ways about it. The 3-tier stand down the Subiaco end, that's been there forever. It's outdated and it's junk.
It is, and that's a fair point. But there's a lot of history, and I don't think there's a person in Western Australia who hasn't got a memory from Subiaco Oval. I remember as part of the Blue Crew when the Western Force first came to town. We used to go down and line up and get the tickets to be a part of the Blue Crew, the Western Force cheer squad. And we went to a lot of games at Subiaco Oval when the Force first started, and used to love cheering them on, and got a chance to be part of the sort of halftime entertainment and stuff in front of full houses at Subiaco Oval.
The decision needed to be made whether they did what they did at Adelaide Oval, and that's rebuild it, make it bigger, make it better, make it happen, or it goes in the other direction. So
certainly excited about the new stadium, but how do you guys feel about international rules being the last event at the new stadium?
I'm not concerned about it signing off. You know, that's the other one is about for the new stadium. How everyone's sort of saying, oh, you know, who gets to open it? Me personally, I don't care. It just make it happen. Make it happen.
My wife had that exact same discussion. It's like, does it really matter whether an AFL game is the first game or the fourth game? Regardless, it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be massive. It's going to be a huge occasion.
I've got a funny feeling this won't be the death of Subiaco Oval. I think they'll still play the Waffle Grand Final there.
Yeah, I would actually like, and like you said, they had a turning point with Adelaide Oval, and they have obviously opted to build the new stadium. But I think Adelaide had that opportunity where they had another oval that, you know, if we were to revamp Subiaco and you don't play any football there, where are we going to go?
Adelaide Oval plays cricket there as well. So.
Yeah, but where were we going to go? Like, we're going to go play games at Peel. We're going to go
at the Wacker.
Play at the Wacker. Yeah, there wasn't really
they have,
and
it was a disaster.
The Wacker's about as outdated too. Like,
so potentially we could see football back
going to the 1970s.
Yeah, we could see football back at Subiaco if, you know, we go a few years. 60,000 capacity stadium, it's good. That's good, but it isn't going to be 60,000 forever. Where they're going to, unless they've designed this in a way where they're going to be able to add extra seats in later, we're going to need a bigger stadium. And if we ever want to compete to a point where we can actually say to the AFL, we want to have an AFL Grand Final, we're going to need a stadium that's going to be able to compete with the MCG.
Colin Barnett, if you're listening, your decision to make our stadium so small and spend so much money on it is complete and utter garbage.
Yeah, I'm still mind blown by that. And that's the WA government, though, regardless of whether it's Liberal or Labor, where they're so short-minded, where they look at what can we do for the next 3 years,
and that's how much it's going to cost us.
Yeah, as opposed to
in 30 years.
Yeah, exactly. They could have straight away built 100,000 capacity oval. Yes, we're not going to fill it every single time. Yeah, put a roof on as well.
Put capacity to put a roof on. Oh, no. We're only currently looking. Yeah, anyway, move on.
Yeah, we'll move on.
This is get around them, not controversy.
Yeah, that's it. And lastly, but definitely not least, a very, very, very impressive effort by Elise Perry. To anyone who's listening, Elise Perry, get around her.
Sorry, the technology's just failed me. I'm just...
No, look, basically
double century.
A double century. She hasn't made a century.
Yeah, it's her first
first 100. Yeah. So she's piled it on and made another one. And
yeah, why not?
There was a bit of a we can go into controversy is that when she did salute the first century, she thought she'd hit a 6. Everyone was celebrating like she'd hit a 6, but she only hit a 4. So and it was absolute masterclass. Absolute masterclass out there, and she's done everything. She opens the bowling. She would have been open the bowling, but they said no, you need a rest, and she's going, no, give us a crack. She wanted the ball to open after she's had her 200. I don't know what else you can say about her. She's
bat hog, ball hog, just pretty much does whatever. We'll chuck some gloves on her and stick her behind the keeper.
Do you want to keep as well?
Why not?
Keep while you're there.
She'd have a job getting the gloves off Elise Perry, who went pretty good herself, but.
Yeah, no, that was an absolute...
Alyssa Healy.
Alyssa Healy, yeah.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
We got the wrong Elise.
Yeah, close enough.
Alyssa Healy. Mitchell Stark's missus.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one.
There's some gene pool action going on there.
Oh, yeah. There's a kid that's playing for Australia
in the mix there. We've said that before. I'm still waiting for... Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf's kid to come through. It doesn't always work that way.
I think the best one we're waiting for is Giddo and Franklin.
Yes, what's going on there?
Yeah, there's got to be a superstar in the mix there, like a rugby.
We're not talking Lance Franklin either. So.
No, but
Lance Franklin's sister.
Yeah, there's going to be a rugby / netball. /AFL / every sport known to man star.
Athlete extraordinary.
Yeah, that's it. And the best part about that is by the time that kid's older, is it won't matter male or female. There's going to be international comp on other sides of that.
There is going to be some sport action.
All right, we'll be back in a moment. We're going to get into the blowtorch.
This is In the Sheds with Albie, Brucey and Donnie. Check us out on Facebook or Twitter @TheSheds885.
Right, we're going to get into Blowtorch, but I just realised we've got to play the IGA ads, so we'll just quickly play those. We'll be back in a moment.
On VCA 885 FM, where the Valley comes alive, this is In the Sheds. If you've got something to say about the show or something happening in your community, contact us via Facebook. Back soon.
Ellenbrook IGAs are open 7 days a week with great service and weekly specials. Woodlake Village IGA is open from 6am until 12 midnight and Aveley IGA is open from 6am until 9pm. Look for their latest catalogue in your mailbox or online at www.iga.net.au.
I support both my Ellenbrook IGAs buying specials like these. Lamb 4-quarter chops, $8.99 a kilogram. Peter's Original Ice Cream, 2 litres, selected varieties, $2.80 each. Loose potatoes, $1.49 a kilogram. Pre-packed gourmet or Roma tomatoes, 500 grams, $1.99. Mount Franklin Spring Water, 1 litre, $1.20. Ellenbrook IGAs are major sponsors of radio VCA 88.5.
This is In the Sheds with Albie, Brucey and Donnie on VCA 885 FM, where the Valley comes alive. Now it's time to turn up the heat in the sheds. It's Blowtorch.
That's right, you're in the Sheds with Albie, Brucey and Donnie. If you've got an opinion on anything that we've spoken about today or you want to correct us like Ollie does, you can hit us up at the Sheds 885 or get in touch with us on Facebook. The Blowtorch, we've got 3 today. The first one, this actually really disappointed me. Now, we've just talked up Subiaco Oval. It is the last game going to be held there. It's the international rules. And I was really, really disappointed that Adelaide Oval have promoted $18 or I think $16 tickets for the international rules to fill the stadium out, to get people in there. You know how much it's going to cost for two, like if me and Brucey wanted to go or the 3 of us wanted to go, it was going to be $140 for 2 people to go to an international rules game.
Give me a spell.
That is pathetic. That is absolutely pathetic. You know, that's derby prices. That is not an international rules game. That's a scratch match, basically, between some Irish buddy workers, factory workers that have been sent over here to play a modified version of AFL.
Somewhere between Gaelic football and AFL. It's
don't sledge the Irish for this is
you know, if it was State of Origin and it was AFL State of Origin, I can understand. But this isn't. Why
isn't it?
Well, we won't get into that. That's a topic for a whole other day.
I keep hearing on the radio, the clubs won't allow it. The clubs are allowing the players to play in this international rules game. Why wouldn't they allow them to play at the same time in a State of Origin?
It's a finding a spot for it in the
right now. Right when they're playing the international rules game, instead of playing international rules, you play State of Origin, which everyone wants to see and everyone would be interested in.
I think they're happy enough with this as a little bit of a giggle game, and it's not quite as taken as seriously and stuff like that. Look, State of Origin, it's something I can't work it out either. It's like all the players want it. We want to represent our state. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's make it. The fans want it. Anyone. But the AFL says, "Oh well, no, we can't do that because we just have this representative game and everyone will have a bit of a laugh." So,
it's pretty much the biggest form in NRL as well is the State of Origin. Like that's probably what's made NRL so big in WA and in South Australia is because of the NRL State of Origin. People are watching the State of Origin, so now we're actually watching the rest of the NRL season that goes with it.
You ask people that. Would you prefer your team to win a grand final, or would you prefer to win the State of Origin? And most fans have to think about it.
Yeah.
They're on par. Winning a premiership and winning the State of Origin for rugby league fans, they're on par. They are equally as important.
And it's one of the things they're saying. There's no history there. And I was like, well, there is history there, but how do you make history? Unless you
got to start
build
something.
You got to start somewhere. You got to build it. You got to make it.
And back in 1980, when State of Origin first started in rugby league, everybody said, "Oh, it'll never work.
Yeah.
You're playing it, your teammates against teammates. It'll never work. They'll just go soft on each other." They went out there in the first game, and 2 teammates playing on opposite sides had a massive punch on, and all of a sudden, State of Origin was born.
Yeah, well, that was like 2008, and it wasn't State of